Okay, sorry I've been out of touch for a few days. My daughter actually had her college orientation Monday and Tuesday and today, so we just got back. So I do apologize. But what I wanted to touch base with you all is about the final exam, just to be ready, what you need to bring. So, real quick, this is not going to take me long, but for the 126 class, now what you can bring, and all this is in the, your information about your final exam, but you can take one sheet, front and back, of whatever you want. Notes, examples, whatever you think will help you. Your calculator, most testing centers do give you pencil and paper if you don't want to bring it. But that's about it. You can't use your phone as calculators. You know all this. It's all in the proctored exam info place. But you can bring one sheet, front and back notes. What I would do if I were you, this has happened one time in all my times proctoring. Someone at one of the testing centers, I think it was at Jefferson, would not allow one of my students to use their notes because they said it had examples on it. So keep this video somewhere where you can access it. And if anyone says you can't use examples, you just show them this video and say, here it is right here. We can use examples. I don't care what you use. But the reason why I don't care is it won't help you if you don't practice. So the but is, don't let that be all you think you need. You need to practice the final. So you've got, 2 days. Your test was due yesterday. I'm getting ready to grade those here shortly, review them, assign partial credit, all this and that. But you need to practice. So the way you practice is you make those notes, what you're going to take with you on the test, sit down with your calculator, scratch paper, pen or pencil, and take the practice final. And that way you'll know what you remember how to do and what you need to work on. Then whatever you do poorly on or forget how to do, then you go back to that section, either watch one of the videos I sent, whatever, examples, look at old homeworks, whatever, and work on those skills. So do not sit there and practice for this final by looking back at your notes for every problem. I hear the words test anxiety all too often, and in my opinion, I know some of it is real, but I think oftentimes we get anxiety because we're not prepared. And if you are taking your test where you're using your books and all these other resources, or taking your practice, with all these books and other resources, and then you go into a test and you can't use that stuff, you're going to be nervous. Or if you haven't practiced, I see who does the practice test, so I know. So when I hear test anxiety or whatever, sometimes I think, well, did they really prepare? Okay, so in order to alleviate that, you've got to prepare. So put the time in, practice it, take it as many times as you'd like, and then if you're doing well on the practice final, then you should be confident that you're ready. And that way you can convince yourself, look, I'm ready for this test, and maybe that will alleviate your anxiety. Because the final exam is almost exactly the same as the practice. I may have a few extra questions here and there, but it's the same exact topic. So if you do well on the practice and you've done it as I said, just sitting down with your one sheet front and back of notes and your calculator and pencil paper, then you should be good. Okay, so again, it's due Friday. You can take it tomorrow, which is Thursday the 23rd, or you can take it Friday the 24th. Now, there are links available for you to set up an appointment either at BCTC or at other KCTCS schools. So you need to have an appointment set up. I would do that today if you haven't done it already. So good luck, and hopefully we'll get all y'all through this class.